Thank you. I call the Minister for the Environment and the member for Maitland.
Thank you, Mr Acting Speaker. As other members will know, hospitals are vital for our communities, and I want to inform the House of my recent inspection of the Maitland Hospital. Second time I've been to Maitland Hospital and had a tour in the last little while. The last time was with our now Health Minister Gillian Skinner, who demonstrated at that time in opposition just how powerful her knowledge of the health system was then, and now as Minister it's fantastic to be able to see her roll out the plans that she has spent many years formulating. And one of the first things that she did, and I want to congratulate her for that, was to take off the onerous roster system that the previous government had put on nurses that was making their lives really difficult, and we were losing nurses from the system because of it, because they didn't have control over their own roster system. So this time I went to see the hospital as the local member representing Maitland. Now, Maitland is one of the earliest European settlements in New South Wales, so it shouldn't come as any surprise to note that healthcare commenced at the Maitland Hospital site in 1849. So to put that in historical perspective, as also the Minister for Heritage, that's just 45 years after the establishment of the permanent convict and military camp in 1804 at Coal River to mine coal at what we now call Newcastle. While some of that long heritage remains, the Maitland Hospital of today is trying to keep pace with the latest phase of growth happening across the city of Maitland. And I say constantly we need to manage our growth and maintain our lifestyle, and the hospital is one such example. Maitland Hospital and staff really punch above their weight, because for much of the last decade, Maitland has been one of the fastest growing regional local government areas in the state. When the Liberals and Nationals made our election commitments, we took note of the population growth that had already taken place and the projections for the future. New residential houses are emerging on the horizon in the fledgling suburbs of Chisholm, the expanding suburbs of Gilliston Heights, Aberglasslyn and Thornton. Whilst the results of the just taken 2011 census are still being tabulated, the Coalition is already preparing for the hub of the hunter, as Maitland is often referred, to have a hospital and health services that are ready for the future. That's why we made a commitment of $20 million towards a new hospital at Maitland, and that election commitment will be honoured. During my recent visit, the pressing need for health services in Maitland to make progress towards the future was clearly spelt out. I thank the Acting General Manager of the hospital, Trish Wilson, and the Chief Executive of Hunter New England Health, Michael Di Rienzo, for their tour and briefing on the demand being confronted by the facility's workforce. In the last financial year, the Maitland Hospital had 14,405 admissions, which was up 812 on the previous year. The average length of stay by patients rose from 3.6 days in 2009-10 to almost 4 days in 2010-11. Maitland's 230 available inpatient beds were in use for 58,388 occupied bed days during the last 12 months. There were 3,025 planned surgical procedures and 3,162 unplanned surgical procedures. Maternity welcomed 1,655 babies, which includes newborns from right across the Hunter Valley, highlighting the regional role this hospital fulfills. The upgraded emergency department handled 41,904 presentations in 2010-11. Statistics which start to quickly give you an understanding of why Hunter New England Health describes Maitland Hospital as operating at capacity. The pressure of this situation has at times seen some patients dissatisfied with their care and air publicly their concerns in the media, but Hunter New England Health has responded very positively, taken on board those criticisms, and will expand programs such as the Early Pregnancy Assessment Service. During my visit, I also visited the mental health unit. I am delighted to say that we are honouring our election commitment of $2 million to upgrade the mental health services in Maitland. I must say that is a very worthy recipient. The staff there are fantastic, and they are working in conditions that need to be improved. Can I take this opportunity, Mr. Acting Speaker, to put on record my admiration for all who work in the mental health unit. There is pressure, of course, it's not all perfect. There is pressure on car parking in the Maitland Hospital, and I'm pleased that the hospital's taking action. They've put in a DA to council to develop a new 46-place car park, which should ease some of the parking congestion. I urge all members to support their local hospitals. I'm delighted to have a hospital such as Maitland with its great staff in my electorate.
Thank you. I call